Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn multi-stage builds in Docker. Okay, in earlier video, I have shown a Docker container tutorial. You can check out that video. Okay, before multi-stage build in Docker, we are going to create or prepare an application. For this demo purpose, I am using a Java application, that is board game. Okay, before showing multi-stage builds in Docker, first I am going to create or prepare a application, that is Java based application. After that, I am going to show build and run on local PC. Then we are going to learn how to containerize the application. Then run the containerized application using Docker. Okay. Then we are going to show how to push the image to GitHub Container Registry. Okay. First, we are going to prepare an application. For this application, I am using a Java application, that is board game. This is my GitHub repo. Go to the repository section and here you can see the board game application. It is a Java based application. Okay, Java based application. To clone the application, just go to the code section and HTTPS and just copy this. Okay, this is the Java application. I am going to copy it or clone it to my local PC. For this demo purpose, I am using Ubuntu WSL. It is a Windows operating system. I am using Ubuntu WSL. Okay. If you want to know how to create Ubuntu WSL on Windows, that is Linux machine on Windows, I have created a video, that is WSL. You can check out. Oh, sorry. Just put a little bit. Okay. How to create a Linux on Windows machine? You can check out this video. Okay. To just first let me open the Ubuntu WSL. To open the Ubuntu WSL, go to the start button and write cmd, click on command prompt and open Ubuntu. It is a Ubuntu WSL. Okay. All the demo I am going to show in my Ubuntu WSL PC. Okay. First, I have to prepare an application, that is a that is a board game. It is a Java based application. I am going to clone it. To clone the application on your local PC, that is laptop, first you have to install the Git on your machine. Okay, just Git on your machine. I have already installed Git -hyphen version. You can see I have installed the Git on my PC. To clone the application, it is in my GitHub repo. I am cloning the repo into my laptop. Okay, for this, just go to the code section, HTTPS, copy the URL and just minimize it, and then here you can write git clone, clone, and paste the URL. Okay, and hit enter. It is cloning, means copying the application from the GitHub repo to your PC. Ls, you can see this is the board game application is present. To go inside the application, cd board game and hit tab and enter. Ls, you can see all the files, all the code base of board game. Okay. If you want to open the application in VS Code, just write code and dot and hit enter. It will open the application in a VS Code. It is a IDE. Okay, you can use this. It is very helpful to see the file structure of the application. Okay, just close it. This is the board game. Okay, for this, I am going to build and run on my local PC. To build and run on my local PC, this is the board game application. Okay, all the files and folders is available for the board game. To open the terminal in the VS Code, control backtick. Okay, you can see this is the source file, this is the main, this is the file structure of the Java based application. I have created a video how to build and run a Java application on your PC. You can check out that video in my YouTube channel. Okay, it is a first you need to know the file structure of the application. As it is a Java based application, that's why it is a source, under source directory it is a main and test. Main, this is the, and test, this is the test file structure. Okay, you can see this is the file structure. This is the pom.xml. It is very important. Pom.xml. Pom.xml is a all the dependencies used in this application are mentioned in that pom.xml file. Okay, it is a Java or Maven based Maven application. Let me just clear the I am going to show you. Just let me discuss. It is a board game, BOARD, board game application. What is it? It is a Java based application. Java application. Okay. Two things is required to build and run an Java based application. One is on your local PC. One is you have to install the Java on your PC. Install Java. Okay. Install Java on your PC. Second thing, one build tool is required. What is build tool? Here, board game is used the Maven build tool. Maven. What is the Maven? Maven is a build tool. Java build tool. Okay. One thing is one is required. One is Java required. Another is Maven build tool is required. Okay. What is the Maven? What does it do? Maven. Maven is a build tool. It is a, say for example, it is a board game application written in Java. What does the Maven do? Maven build tool, it builds. That means it converts the high level language that is written in Java. It converts the application into a executable. That means it creates a binaries or exe file or jar or war file. Okay, by using Maven or build tool, you can it is create a jar or war. Okay, Maven is required. Two things is required to run, build and run. Sorry, build and run on your local PC. It is a Java based application. Two things is required. One is Java and is Maven. Okay, Maven, what it does? Maven converts the application into a executable, that is jar or war or any executable. Okay, I will show you how to build the application on your local PC. It is very important to know before containerize or multi-stage built in Docker. Okay, it is very important to go to the first. This is my VS Code, and here you have to first check that Java is installed or not. Just execute this command, Java -version, and hit enter. You can see OpenJDK 17 is installed. Here one thing is required, that is Java required, but Java JDK is required. You can see Java JDK. Here you can write Java JDK. It is a Java development kit. You have to install the Java JDK, not JRE. JRE is the Java runtime environment. To run the executable after builds the application into jar, it is jar is required. A JRE is required. Sorry, to run this jar. But to build the application, JDK is required. Not yet. JDK is required. That's why you have to install on your PC JDK, not JRE. Okay. How to know it is JDK or JDK? Inbuilt has the Java compiler present in the JDK. Okay. Just build means compile the application into low level language, that is binaries. Okay. The JDK is required on your PC. It is Java ---- version. That means Open JDK is installed on my PC. To install the JDK on your PC, just go to my GitHub repo. Here you can go to this section, DevOps tutorial, and here you can programming basics learn, and here you can go Java Spring Boot section. Here you can see how to install the this. Here all the commands are available to install the Java JDK, Maven. Okay, this is present. So I have already installed on my PC. Okay. Next you need the Maven. Maven. Maven is required. Maven key. What is Maven? Maven is the build tool. It converts the your application into Java. Okay. Maven is required. Okay. To check the Maven is installed or not, just use mvn hyphen version. Okay. It is Apache Maven 3.8.7 is available. Clear the screen. So both are present in my PC. Java JDK is present. If you want to know it is a JDK or JRE, just use this command javac-v, javac-v version. It will show javac is present. That means compiler present in the JDK. Okay, clear the screen. To run the build and run the Java application, two things is required. One is Java JDK and another is Maven. All I have installed earlier. If you want to install on your PC, just go to this section. Just use this command. Use this command. Okay. Okay. This is the Java base to run the. Okay. Then I am going to just open the clear the screen control. First, it is a board game Java based application. I am going to build the application. There are several Maven build. How I will how I am going to build the build is just going to Maven commands. Okay. For this, first I am going to use mvn compile or validate. You can use this. There are several Maven commands available. You can check out. Okay, mvn validate. It validates the application. Okay, mvn validate. Okay, it downloads all the dependencies mentioned in the POM file. Build success. That means your application validation successful. Okay, then you can use control clear the screen. mvn compile. You can use this. Right now, I am showing how to build and run a Java application on your PC. Okay, it is compiling. All the commands are available in my GitHub repo here. You can use this. Okay, compiling, it takes time to compile. And at the end, it shows the build successful. That means your compiling is successfully completed. Okay, wait a little bit. Okay, after build and run the local PC, I will show you how to containerize the Java application with the multi-stage builds. Okay, okay. To know the multi-stage builds in Docker, it is very important to know build and run on your local PC. That's why I am showing the build and run the application on my local PC. Okay, it shows the build success. That means your compile is successful. Okay, you can run the test command mvn test to test the application. It is written the test. Okay, here you can see this is the test code is written in this. Okay, that's why I can run mvn test. Okay, you can see the mvn test is running. Tests. Okay, wait a little bit. Build success. That means test successful. Control L, clear the screen. Okay, to build a jar file, just use mvn package command. It creates what it does. Mvn package, this command, mvn package command or clean package, PSCKAGE. What it does? It creates a jar. It creates a jar file on the target folder. It creates a jar file. It creates a jar file on a directory that is name is target, on target directory. Okay, I will show you. Just go to the code base. This is a VS code. Here you can see ls. You can see the a directory is created that is target. go inside the target, ls there is no jar file. Okay, there is no jar file. I am go back to this previous position. ls, okay, target file is folder is present, but there is no jar or binaries available. To create a jar or binaries, that is the executable, just use this command mvn package package. It creates a jar file, mvn package, and hit enter. It creates a jar file, and that jar file is required to run on your machine. How to run the jar file? To run the jar file, just use java space jar and name of the jar. Okay, okay. I will show you how to run the jar file. Okay, that build success. That means your build process is successfully completed. Clear the screen, and ls you can see into the target folder there is a jar file cd target, and ls you can see the one file is created, that is database hyphens underscore service underscore project 0404.jar. That this name is, it will create this naming convention mentioned in the pom.xml file. That's why it creates this name. Okay, to run this application, just use this command java minus jar and then name of the jar. That name is data, and press tab and hit enter. It will run the application on your local PC. Okay, and you can just click on open in browser. You can see your application, that is board game, is running on your local PC. Okay, you can just click on here. This is the board game homepage, and it is running on the port 8080. It is mentioned in the code. Okay, that means you run the application successfully. This is done. Build and run on local PC is successful. Next, I am going to show multi-stage builds in Docker. That is the containerize the application. Okay, just go to the control, close the, stop the application. Just Control D or Control C, Control L, clear the screen. You can just open it, big screen. Okay, to containerize the Java-based application, you can use this. Okay, to containerize Java-based application, you use a Docker file. First, you have to create a Docker file. Docker file. Docker file, here all the steps are mentioned to create a first create an image. Here you can just this you can just use this. Say for example, this is your Java application. In my case, this is a board game application. I want to create a containerization application. That's why I have to first create a Docker file for the application. Okay, what is the Docker file? Here you can mention, you have to mention all the steps used in to run the application on your local PC. I mean to say, first you have to prepare, here you have to mention the operating system where you want to run the application. That is the from this is the from on a base operating system you have to mention. In my case, I have used to run the application, it is a Ubuntu operating system. Ubuntu. Then I have installed the Java JDK. Okay, Java JDK, and then I have installed the Maven. Okay, it is required. Okay, that's why I have shown how to build and run the application on your local PC. Okay, after compiling the app, then you have to copy all the code, application codes that is written in Java. You have to copy it. Then you have run the mvn package command. It creates a jar file. Okay, what it creates? It creates a jar file. Jar. Then what you did? You did the java minus jar to run the application. That I have run java minus jar and then name of the jar. It is the process. Actually, to run the jar file on your PC, to run the application on your PC, you need only the jar file and the OS. That's why it is come into the multi-stage build. What it does multi-stage build? Multi-stage build, here first you create a first stage 1, you build the application, build application, stage 1. Okay, and stage 2, I will show you how to create the Docker file in multi-stage. Stage 2, you just need the jar file and you have to run the jar file. That means you have to need the jar file. Stage 2, you don't need to the code base and dependencies, build tool. There is no need to in the stage 2. Only need the jar and JRE, that's Java runtime environment. Okay, I will show you how to create a Docker file for multi-stage build. Okay, multi-stage build. I'll show you. Just go to the VS Code section. Here you can see the Docker file. Here I have already written a multi-stage builds Docker file for this application, Java based application. I will discuss one by one. From it shows the base image. Okay, here this is the Maven. I need the Maven, that's why I an OpenJDK, that's why I used this image, and it is a slim, lightweight image, and write as builder. Then set the what dir. It shows the where you want to apply the command in the image to building in the image. Okay, /app. This is the command prompt or where your command is executed. This is the right folder /app directory. To build the application, you need first copy the pom.xml. I have already mentioned pom.xml is very important in Java Spring Boot based application. It is a project object model. That means all the dependencies, here all the dependencies and Java version and all the modules are mentioned in the pom.xml. Okay, first you have to copy the pom.xml from your local PC into the image, into the Docker file. Okay, pom.xml, copy the pom.xml, dot means in that /app directory. Okay, then you have to run the mvn, dependency colon go offline. It downloads all the dependencies into the image. Okay, then you have to copy the src. This is the main code base, src. Copy the src directory into the /app/src directory. Copy the rest of the app source. Okay, then you have to build the application. Build means you have to create a jar file, run mvn package. Okay, I have already shown mvn package commands. It creates a jar file into the target folder. Okay, it is the target folder. It is located on the jar file into the target directory. Okay, that's why I use this command. And this command, whenever you use this command, this is the run is used. Okay, then the second stage, stage 2, you only need the JRE. That's why I use this image from Eclipse Temurin 17 JRE Alpine. Alpine is a very lightweight image. Okay, after creating the image, it will very lightweight and reduce the size. That's why I've used Alpine. So then use the what dir /app. It is same. Run. Create a non-root user and group. It is very important to know. If you don't use the user and group, it will use the root user. That's why I have used the user, created user on into the image. I have create a user into this image because the security purpose. Okay, use this command, and then I have copy only the jar. You can see the copy hyphen from equal to builder. A builder is mentioned in first line. From builder, from first stage, you can just copy the jar file. Where jar is located? I have already said the jar is located in the target folder directory. That's why I have used this .jar and rename it into the app.jar into the current directory. This is the workday/app. Okay, the jar name will be the app.jar. Okay, then change the ownership and switch to non-root user. I have created a user. That's why I have used this chain ownership recursively. App user and group is the app group /app. This directory will be a permission of app user. Okay, and username is app user. This Java based application use the port number 8080 that you have to use command the expose 8080 and entry point to run the application where their command name is entry point or cmd. Here entry point is used to run the command to run the application, and the run the application that is java-jar and name of the jar. That's why I have shown first how to build and run the application on your local PC. If you know the build and run the Java application on your local PC, you easily create a you have easily containerized the application very easy. Okay, that's why I have already shown how to build and run the Java application on your local PC. It is very important to know. This is the multi-stage build in Docker. This is the multi-stage build in Docker, where first stage two from, one is from for, and here the second stage another from, and this is the final stage. Okay, final stage only the jar is present and run the jar. Okay, the final stage you cannot see the code base and dependencies or Maven build tool. Only the jar is present. Okay, that's why it is a multi-stage build. Okay, this is run to Docker file is created. After that, Docker file created, you create the container. To create the container, just open the terminal. Okay, this is the Docker file. Create the container. To create the container, you need to install the Docker on your PC. I have already installed Docker on my PC. To check DOCKER, Docker -version. Docker is present, or you can use this command also, Docker version. Okay, you can see the Docker is present. Docker engine is present on my PC. There is a Docker engine. This is the client and this is the server. Okay, Control L. Okay, Docker present in my PC. If you want to know how to install the Docker engine on your Ubuntu machine, go to my repository, and here you can just go to this section, Docker section, and you can install the Docker on your PC. Okay, Docker installation on your PC. How to install Docker on Ubuntu? You can use this command. Okay, I have created the documentation. Okay, you can use this. To create the Docker, to create or containerize the Java-based application, first you have to prepare the Docker file. I have already prepared. To create the Docker image, after Docker image, after creating the Docker. Okay, this is Docker file is created. Okay, Docker file and stage 1, stage 2 is created. Then you have to Docker file, DOCKER, Docker file. Then you have to build the image. Then Docker image. Docker image. How to create the Docker image? To create the Docker image, just use this command, Docker build command. Docker DOCKER, Docker BUILD build -t, that means tag name. What is the name of the image? Here in my case I use Java -app v3 or v0. This is my tag, the name of the image and tag, and space and dot. Dot means your Docker file present in this. Oh, sorry. This is the I am the target folder. You have to cd dot dot here ls. You can see that Docker file, that is Docker file, is present in this current location. You have, otherwise you have to mention file name -a. Just use this command, docker build -t java -app v0 and space dot. Dot means your Docker file present in the current location. Okay, and hit enter. It will create a containerize, or it will create a image of this application, Docker image, and hit enter. It is creating, it is layering approach. Docker image creation is a layering approach, layer by layer, layer 1 by 6, 1 by 5, stage 1, layering position. Every instruction, every line, here you can see every line and every instruction is layering up another. It is a one layer, second layer, third layer. In this way, it creates the Docker image. It's a layering approach. Okay, caching is present in this layering option, layering the caching. Okay, it is creating the Docker image for this board game Java application. You can see right now it is running builder 4/6. This ambient dependencies, this command is running, and it is processing going on. You can see it takes time to build the image. Then I will show you how to run the image. All this is happened in my local PC. Okay, I will show you. Wait a little bit. It is still running. Right now it is completed. It is completed. ls control L, clear the screen. And if you want to know the Docker images, just use this command, docker 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 mages. Okay, name of the image java space app, java -app, and tag is the v0, and it is created just 23 seconds ago, and its size is 276. Okay, this is created. Java Docker image is created. To run the Docker image, just use this command, docker run -rm. Rm means whenever you exit from the application, it will destroy the content. I'll show you. Docker run -rm -v for port. Here host port I have used 8181, and inside the port I have mentioned 8080. I have shown you 8080, and then name of the image java -app colon tag is the, this is the name of the image, and tag is the v0 colon v0 v0. Okay, and hit enter. It will run the application, and hit enter. Okay, it is running the application in a containerized way, and just click on the open in browser. You will see the port is mentioned 8181, and on my without containerize I have run 8080. Just close this previous one. This is the 8181 localhost. You can click here. Okay, you can click here. That means you have successfully run the application in Dockerized way, in a containerized way. Okay, that means you run the application in a containerized application. It is running. To stop the application, Control C. Okay, okay, that is your container is stopped. Just use Control L, clear the screen. Docker PS. There is no Java app application is available. Docker PS. This is another thing. Docker PS. Okay, Docker image. This is the Docker image. You have successfully run the Docker container. Okay, run the application. You have successfully run the application. Okay, by containerized is done. Run application using Docker, it is done. Now I am going to show how to push the image into GitHub Container Registry. Okay, I am showing how to push the image. That the image is that this is the image. How to push the image on your from the local PC to the GitHub Container Registry. First, you have to create a personal access token from the GitHub repo. Okay, go to the GitHub repo. Just go to the you can use the password, confirm, and then create a name of the any token. Any name you can give. You can name it GHCR token. GHCR token. And here just use this repo, read write. Hook repo. This is the admin or write and read. Packages. Okay, this read write, and then create a token, generate token. Okay, after creating the token, just use this command. I have already created a token. Okay, just use this command on your local PC. Copy and just paste it here. Sorry, copy and then use this here. Okay, and just change the token here. You can in my case the token is the another. Okay, this is my token. Copy the token, Control C, and here you can paste it here. Okay, this is done. Echo, this is Docker login GHCR hyphen username. You have to put the username here in my case. mir hyphen OWAHED. Okay, and hit, this is the command. Hit enter. Login succeed. That means you have logged in successfully into the GitHub Container Registry. Okay, then you have to use this. Then you have to tag the image into this format. Okay, this is the tag into this format. To tag the image into this format, I have used this command. Just you can use this. Control L, Docker DOCKR, Docker images. You can see the tag of the here tag is Java hyphen app and v0. You have to tag, change the tag right now here. You can use the this is the earlier tag Java hyphen app. Sorry, this is not there hyphen app colon v0. This is the earlier tag, and change the tag into this Java Maven app board game app BOARD board app colon v, you can name it v2 tag, you can give it v. Okay, change the image. This is the old tag here, and I want to convert this into this tag and hit enter. Docker images and hit enter. You can see this is the tag is done, and this is the v2. Okay, Docker tag is ready into the GitHub Container Registry. Okay, format. Okay, to push the in this image into the GitHub Container Registry, use this command. Copy and paste it here. Okay, here I have used the image name is, sorry, this is not Docker push, copy Docker push, and then name of the image. Here in my case the image name is GHCR.io. This is the image. Copy, paste it here, and colon v2 colon v2. Okay, and hit enter. It is pushing the your image from the local PC from your PC to GitHub Container Registry. Okay, it is pushing. This is the uploading your image into the GitHub Container Registry. After completing or successful completing, you can see the image into the GitHub Container Registry. I will show you. It is pushed is completed, and then go to the GitHub. Okay, and GitHub sorry, GitHub your, just go to the GitHub profile, and then go to click on the package, and here you can see the Java Maven board app. This is my image name, Java Maven board app. Here you can see also the Java Maven board app :v2, and go to here Java Maven board app v2. Okay, and you can see the, this is the v2 image version. Okay, this is the private repo, GitHub Container Registry. That means you have successfully pushed the image to GitHub Container Registry. Okay, to recap, multi-stage builds in Docker. First, you clone the application into your local PC. I have shown how to clone it. In my case, it is a Java-based application. That name is board game. Okay, first I have shown how to build and run on your local PC. To build and run the Java-based application on local PC, you first need to install the Java, JDK, and Maven. Okay, I have already shown. Then containerize the application using multi-stage build. I have shown multi-stage builds mean two from statement is mentioned in the Dockerfile. First stage builds the application and creates the jar file, and second stage use that jar file only, discarding the codebase and dependencies and Maven build. Only use the jar. To run the jar, only need the, here you can see, to run the jar you only need the GRE. Okay, this is the multi-stage build Dockerfile. Okay, I have shown. Then run, to create the Docker image by using Docker build command, and then run the image. Okay, I have shown it. Then push the image to GitHub Container Registry. I have shown right now. Okay, if you like the video, please like it, share it, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.